Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Doc Martens. Yes, and I do have small but growing and proud collection of Doc Martens. I have in fact 3 different pairs, and every single pair for me actually has a really great interesting story that I can, like, every time I wear them I remember that story, why I bought it, how I bought it, what brought me to thinking that I need this particular pair, this particular type of Doc Martens. And I might sound crazy, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, maybe I'm crazy about buying Doc Martens. And I am planning to buy another Doc Martens pair really soon, but like in the meantime, I'm just having those 3 pairs, and I'm going to tell you about every single pair and why I bought it and what is it. What is this, what exactly is the model name and everything. But if you are right now never bought Doc Martens before and you are thinking of buying Doc Martens, I cannot recommend you more to find your style and your pair that suits your soul, your spirit, and just give it a try. And I am really thinking that you're gonna be as authentic as it can possibly get. And your Doc Martens will bring a character to every outfit you'll ever wear. So why don't we just dive in and see what I have. And the first Doc Martens that we have here is actually model 1460 that has 6 eyes right here, how I call them, holes, eyes, whatever, whoever calls them, whatever. And this is my actually first pair of these boots. I never had before worn Doc Martens. I saw them on many different people. I was like, wow, that looks cool. And I actually did have to save up quite a bit of money to be able to purchase these particular boots, this model. So what is the story behind these shoes? I'm sorry, they're a bit dusty. I don't like dust. So basically, I really wanted to buy this particular model, and I did order them on ASOS, if you know this marketplace. In Russia it was very popular before COVID, before war, before all these events happened. And what happened is that I ordered myself 37th size. In Russian it is 37th, in America it's probably, I don't know, 7 or 6. And I was really happy that I ordered them. I paid about 120 bucks. And my friend Rita, hello Rita if you're watching that, she invited me over to her place, and she already had Doc Martens for a very long time. She had different pairs. And I was like, can I please put on your Doc Martens to see if they actually fit me? I don't know why did that thought come to me so late, to actually check with her or with somebody else that my foot would actually fit in the shoes. And when I put on her Doc Martens, the same size that I ordered just right now on ASOS, I understand that they are extremely small on me. And I understand that I already spent 120 bucks. It's a lot of money, was especially then. And I just being crazy because I understand they're about to arrive and I need my Doc Martens, I need them to fit me. So I decide to spend my last money on buying myself extra pair with the correct sizing. I just went size up 1 bar, I guess. I don't know, like 8 size. These shoes are 38. And so when both pairs came in, one of them I put on, and of course they were small on me, and I sent them back. But the other pair, this pair, it stayed with me and gave me so much good memories, blisters of course, but I love them. They're vegan leather, and they're not high-rise boots. Like, I don't really like that. They're like some retro ankle, and I will of course show you closer the shoes. I hope you can see them. They are really stylish, really nice. They hardly have any sort of picture that they were actually worn. Like, the heel is not worn off. Everything looks just perfect, and these shoes are about 6 or 5 years of age, and I wore them during winter, during fall, during summer, during spring, especially in Russia when seasons are changing all the time and you can actually wear this kind of shoes for longer than here in America, because of course here I'm not going to wear them, especially right now, I mean, because it's really hot. But in Russia, I wear them quite a lot of times because they are really comfortable and suit my outfit, which I really like. So if you're thinking about buying 6-hole Doc Martens, that's your sign. They're really stylish and cute. Make sure to get vegan leather because of course we have to take care of our animals. We have to be mindful about it. And vegan leather is, I think it's even better than real leather. It just doesn't matter really, you know, if you just wear vegan leather, it's just better for the environment. I guess that's true. So these are the 6-hole Doc Martens. So another pair here is the Poly Smooth Mary Janes. And I know a lot of y'all want to have Mary Janes right now. Absolutely amazing style they give to you, like this sort of like put together outfit and all that. So the story of this shoe is actually really crazy because I bought them from some girl from the Pansin in Moscow that I used to know. So this girl, and so she gave me them for $60 or something like that. These are amazing shoes and they are really heavy. Like I'm holding them, they're literally really heavy. But of course they're gonna protect your feet. And if you go somewhere like in the gas station, in the weird neighborhood, that's what you're gonna wear, right? So these served me for about already like 3 years or something like that. And of course, why I bought it from somebody else. First of all, I don't see any problem with buying things that have been previously used and worn or whatever. I just couldn't go to Doc Martens store while I was in Russia because in Russia it is no more Doc Martens, no more H&M's, no more Vans, no more Adidas, no more anything. So I just had to do that and buy that from somebody else. And I never regretted it, and I will not probably ever regret it because they're so nice and cute. Of course, I'm going to show you them closer because look how cute, how nice. They're a little bit worn off right here on the edge, but this is just because I'm not the only person who ever worn them. But they are just so wonderful. They're heavy, they are cool, they're stylish. Whatever you wear with them, they definitely bring a character. So let's move to the last, but not definitely the least, pair of my Doc Martens. Okay, 1461 smooth black Doc Martens, my new Doc Martens from America that I bought actually in America. They came to me as like realization that I might need this kind of pair. Because I remember that I watched movie It, if you remember that, about the clown. And I remember, or that was false memory, I don't know, but I remember the redhead girl was wearing something like that with like colorful socks. And I was like, God, it's so cool actually, it looks really cool, it looks really hip, it looks really interesting, really bright, and I was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna buy myself shoes like this. And I did in fact buy a lot of shoes that looked like this, but I never liked them. I was like, no, that's not something what I want. And then I found out that Doc Martens has this kind of shoes, like this kind of model 1461, and I set a goal that I need to buy them sometime. And when the time was appropriate, I went ahead and bought them. And I am not regretting, of course, my purchase at all. Of course, they're heavy like everybody else, like every other pair of Doc Martens. But they're also vegan leather, and they honestly go really well with mini skirts, with mini shorts, like I don't know how to say that. They don't go as well with long stuff, but short stuff, absolutely. Absolutely, these guys, they just make everything so much more stylish and put together, and they give that accent to your style. And I love this model. I'm of course going to show you that close enough so you can see how beautiful they are. Of course, I've worn them maybe 3-5 times right now in America. It's really in Texas, really hot. And even though I told you I do wear Doc Martens in heat and hot temperatures, but I try to limit this kind of exposures to the minimum. So this is my last but not, of course not the least, pair of Doc Martens. They're really nice, they're really beautiful. I love them a lot. I love all my Doc Martens, and of course I'm going to get more and different shoes that are like that. Like I'm thinking of buying Doc Martens Buzz. I think this is how they call this this new model that is everybody like for some reason buying right now. But like I'm just thinking about buying them, of course. And if I do buy them, I'll do a full review on this new model. So anyway, these were my Doc Martens, and I do encourage you to think through if you want to buy them or not, because yes, they're stylish, extremely stylish. They are really protective of your skin, of your feet, toes, whatever. They go with everything, almost nearly every outfit you'll put with Doc Martens is gonna go well. But the only thing that a lot of people are scared about is how they're going to break into Doc Martens. Well, first Doc Martens that I ever had that I told you and I showed you 6-hole Doc Martens, I bought and I had to leave Russia and I never got to wear them in Russia, and I started wearing them in Turkey. And when I put them on and I put on the socks, like red socks, as I remember that, I started wearing them and I didn't feel anything like blisters or anything like that. And I walked a lot that day and nothing was happening. Doc Martens are just like any other shoes. They're gonna give you blisters if you don't wear them properly, if you walk in them for way too long, maybe in heat when everything sweats. So just keep that in mind, just like anybody else, anything else like that you buy, like any Converse shoes or Vans shoes or I don't know, anything else that can give you blisters. So don't be scared, just go for it, and you will really see the huge benefit of how cool it actually looks and how protective actually it is. Thank you so much, in fact, for watching that another video. I really enjoy talking to you guys and share something what I care about every day. I'm sorry that videos are not very regular. I will make sure that they will be more regular. We have a lot of interesting things coming up this month, this upcoming month of September. Stay tuned and let's have a wonderful fall ahead of us, right? I'll see you next time. Go run, buy your Doc Martens. If you really wanted it for a long time, this is your sign. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy this life. See you next time. I nearly forgot, I'm listing all of my social media accounts right here, so you can go and subscribe, and so we can become even closer and grow our community of people who are just as crazy as I am. Have a wonderful evening once again.